Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss musical artists. I'm your host, Jason, and with me is the Wild Bill.
Oh, you know I'm here.
And Joe.
I don't think I introduced y'all.
Campbell's?
Campbell.
What the fuck are you holding there?
I'm drinking tomato soup.
Good.
Actually, this can really makes me think it's a knockoff of Yingling because of the color in the box.
Yeah.
It is not a Yingling, but
what is it?
It is a Denver Beer Company Rocky Mountain Lager.
Oh,
sponsor us.
Yeah,
Rocky Mountain.
That'd be cool. Denver Beer Company. I don't think I introduced y'all in the
no, you didn't,
video,
which is why I took part 3 over, because you fucked up the introduction.
God damn it, Bill! You had one drop. I started us off. You were supposed to carry it through.
Yeah, I was supposed to go through. Nothing.
But hey, you at least knew why Tim wasn't.
I apologize for our lack of professionalism on part 2 of 1993.
Yeah,
it won't happen again.
If you only watch part 2, then you may not have known who we were the whole time.
If you're watching part 3, thank you.
Here we are. Yeah.
Tim is out. If you watched part 1, you'll know why. So,
update, I hear he is getting fitted for a Super Bowl ring.
Oh, shit.
He may or may not get ODD and diamonds in there. Well, that's what we're hoping for. Hopefully, he'll remember the little man.
Yeah. Hopefully, he gets Taylor to give us a shout out.
Yeah.
Come on, Tay-Tay.
Hook us up, Tay-Tay. All right. These are the current rankings. This is our final video for 1993. Right. Currently, we have 3 buys.
One of these things is not like the other.
Well, I guess 6 buys.
2 of these things are not like the other.
Yeah, these 2 need to go. But all right, let's go. We left off talking about
Nirvana.
Nirvana's In Utero. And if you've been a long time watcher of this show, you know our first video was about Nirvana. And then you know that we redid Nirvana for our year anniversary. And you also know that we're going to redo Nirvana in the new format eventually. Plus, we'll have Bill. He's never heard all of Nirvana, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Joe, I remember you were there for part 1 and when we redid it. And In Utero was not your favorite Nirvana record.
It was not. It was number 2 for me, and still is. Once again, we're getting really. I mean, we're splitting hairs when we talk about it. I didn't realize that there is a 30th anniversary edition out, which is wild to me. Thinking that it's been 30 years since this came out. Ooh, that's pretty. It has 72 songs on it. I have no idea what you're doing with 72 songs on In Utero. I didn't look and see what the songs are. I'm assuming they're demos and things of that nature, but that's a lot of songs.
Yeah, I think it's some live concerts.
tracks.
It has all the B-sides. There's a lot of good B-sides off In Utero, like Moist Vagina. Look up Sonic Youth covering Nirvana's Moist Vagina. Kim sings it. It's so fucking good. Yeah, I don't have that. I have the 2009 pressing, and it's worth a penny.
We're making a note to listen to that.
Yeah, it's a good song. It would fit on a Cypress Hill record, theme-wise. The Madison.
Not a bad song on the album. I mean, just like everything else you hear about Nirvana. When we talk about Nirvana, you listen to me. We're huge fans of them. I can't even tell you my least favorite song on this album. I can tell you probably my favorite is probably Francis Farmer or Heart Shaped Box. I mean,
Francis Farmer's my favorite.
God, it's so good. Heart Shaped Box. I've been told a rendition of a story about why that's one of my favorites. Going on there, obviously radio hit, but Francis Farmer, just amazing. Yeah, just so good. I mean, there's nothing I can say that bad about this album. It's amazing.
Rest in peace, Steve Albini. Yeah, I can't say my favorite Nirvana song, my favorite song of all time, is not on this record. But I think this is my favorite Nirvana album. I think it was my number 1. Yeah. So I had to put it in my top for 93.
Yeah. And I bounce back and forth between it and Nevermind as number one so many times when we were doing it.
So curious where Tim's going to place it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it didn't make top 10, but...
Yeah, he couldn't beat out Hole for it.
Couldn't beat out Hole. That old Courtney.
Ooh, with this one, Joe's going to lock in one of his grinder picks.
Yeah. That is true. You want to put in yours for mine? Or you want me to put yours?
Oh, I went first last time with the Crows, so...
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right, so Nirvana, better than Rancid. Better than Aerosmith. Better than Garth Brooks. Better than Smashing Pumpkins.
Sorry, Cole quit.
Well, gets further and further away from the meat grinder. Better than Bad Religion. So Bad Religion is going to fall out of my meat grinder. So now, is it better than Propagandhi? Yes. Yes, it is. Can it beat Counting Crows for me? No. It's going to have to fit in number 2.
So Counting Crows is officially in the grinder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to follow suit. Ain't no way in hell any of these records can be Touch in Utero.
So Bad Religion
is out.
Falls out of its buy and the grinder.
Yep.
All in one fell swoop.
Mm-hmm.
Propagandhi, it's better than... And it's better than the fucking August and everything after.
I had a feeling that's where...
Ooh, so Nirvana's in the grinder too. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Garth. Oh, wait, we don't know about Garth yet.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Nirvana's not officially in the grinder yet.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it could get kicked out.
Could get kicked out. It's very, very safe, but it's not locked.
It's not locked. Next round will be locked. All right, Bill.
Speaking of next round, we got...
I would do anything for love.
This album.
Except for that.
And I'll say this. I Will Do Anything for Love, phenomenal opening. Lost Boys and Golden Girls, phenomenal closing. I'll say this also. I'd Do Anything for Love. Not even top 5 song on this album for me.
I'll say that. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
That being said, it's a phenomenal song nonetheless. Those of you in the 90s probably got this bore into your skull.
Just
those of us born in the 90s that lived in the 2000s and 2010s, you've probably heard of it a time or two. Life is a Lemon, and I Want My Money Back. Goddamn top song contender whenever we cover Meatloaf on this channel. Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through. Goddamn top song contender whenever we cover Meatloaf.
They played that one a lot too.
It Just Won't Quit. Goddamn good song. Out of the Frying Pan and Into the Fire. Top song fucking contender whenever we cover Meatloaf.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Objects in the Rearview Mirror may appear closer than they are. The single. Solid fucking song. One of the better songs on the record, probably. But
that's
that
a
being
top song
said,
contender right there.
it's tough. Wasted
I like that one.
Youth is None of My Fault in Entitled Rock and Roll Age. Phenomenal song. Top song Meatloaf contender again. Everything Louder Than Everything Else. Solid song. Good song. Good Girls Go to Heaven. And the Bad Boys Go Everywhere. Top song contender for the Meatloaf discography.
Yeah,
Back Into Hell. One. Probably the low point of the album. That being said, a good goddamn song nonetheless. And as I said, Lost Boys and Golden Girls. Solid closer. You know, whenever an artist does a sequel, to their initial album, especially when did Bad Out of Hell come out? Like 79. Like I'm spitballing here. I could be way off, but I
It
feel
was
like
in the 70s, yeah. I think.
like yeah, it's kind of leery, but god damn did Meatloaf deliver on this album.
Did he follow up well with Bad Out of Hell 3?
We'll get to that one.
Bat Boys for life.
That being said, album art, actually, I didn't think this one was too bad either. Kept the Meatloaf image.
Yeah, that's good art. That's good art.
Nice art imagery. Like, this was, for me. So, in my CD changer, I won't spoil too much. CD 1 was Bad Out of Hell. CD 2 was Bad Out of Hell 2.
Okay.
Only because, me being my mind, you gotta go sequentially.
Wait,
then I would hit
you said out of 3? You had a 3 CD?
6 CD changer. Fancy.
Oh, okay.
So Bad Out of Hell 3 was next.
No, it was not.
More badness.
Nope. It was not Bad Out of Hell 3. I won't say what. I will say the Kinks were on that album. Were on the CD changer.
Okay.
But anyways.
Yeah, Kinks are good.
So,
Is there really a Bad Out of Hell 3? I was just...
Yes,
yeah,
there is.
There is. There is.
Yeah, there
It's
is.
compared to the first, it's just like The Godfather 3. I'll leave that at that.
There's a big time gap when he releases it.
Yeah. And it's not as solid as the first two. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Bad Out of Hell 2. What about Love? It's goddamn defective. It's corroded and goddamn decayed.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, you already know where this is goddamn going.
I don't like where this is going.
Jason, I don't care if you like
Bill's
it
done
or
got
not.
riled up now. Y'all ain't got him riled.
You got me going here, Jason.
I didn't say. Oh, well, how did I see how he's attacking me again, y'all?
I'm not
Ghost
attacking
fans who
anyone.
watch the Ghost
No,
videos.
no.
Y'all see?
All right, let's see here. Is it better than Billy Joel's River of Dreams? Yes.
I had Bad Out of Hell on fucking cassette. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it better than Are You Gonna Go My Way? Absolutely.
Poor Lenny.
Is it better than Sheryl Crow's debut? 100%.
Nah.
Is it better than Cypress Hill? Solid album. But it is better than that.
No, it's not.
Is it better than the Cranberries' debut album?
Sure,
God
why the
bless
fuck
their
not?
vocals? Absolutely. Is it better than Dwight Yoakam?
Yeah, who
Oh,
cares?
You know it. Is it better than
the Cranberries are
the
better.
old Garth? Absolutely.
Oh,
Jesus
Oh.
fucking Christ.
I mean, I've got some
I
differing opinions in here, but
I never wanted to listen to that record again.
well, it looks locked in there. I mean, that's safe, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Meatloaf is
It's locked.
absolutely going into that grinder.
Meatloaf ain't gonna make it past round 1 in the grinder. That bitch gonna get chewed up and spit out.
I
That
don't
is-
think I've listened to that album ever in full, so that'll be a new experience.
There's some good shit on it. It's probably Meatloaf's best record.
That is
The songs I know off of it are like the
Yeah, I mean,
That's only
Objects in the
Meatloaf songs I know.
Rearview.
those of you watching at home. I'll give the spoiler here. That Meatloaf album is not leaving the rest of this top 10 review. It is staying at that number 1
It's
spot.
got to.
Yeah, it's locked.
not
It's
one.
locked in.
Oh,
You only
No,
get two-
I'm
It's
saying
staying number one.
it's staying at number 1.
He's giving spoilers out.
Oh, wow.
Spoiler. It's not moving.
God damn, man. You even spoiling this shit. You got to keep your cards close like Tim.
That's right.
Hey, Hole's got a 3-round bye right now.
Yeah.
And counting.
All right, what's next on my list here?
Hey-o.
Screeching Weasel. Screeching Weasel.
The Weasel.
They just repressed it.
Oh,
That is not what this is. This is an older pressing. It's on a really pretty shiny blue. If you like the Ramones, you gotta like Screeching Weasel.
if you like good music, yeah, you gotta like Screeching Weasel.
Yeah. This was when we rank them. I'm torn between two Weasel records, but I think I have to go with this one. This is hands down a perfect fucking record. 18 tracks. I don't remember the length of the record, but it's not very
It's
long.
like 32 to 45 minutes, somewhere in that range.
You got Peter Brady, you got Fat Mike singing on it.
Oh,
Leather Jacket, top song contender. Thrift Store Girl, I love this fucking record. The closing track, holy shit. Does not sound like anything. It's not what you would think. It's not what you'd expect on a Screeching Weasel record. I think, Joe, you have this one too, don't you?
Yes. This is my first listen through for Anthem for a New Tomorrow. It's just good old fashioned, fast, short song length pop punk album. Ramon core, whatever we'll call it. It's just great. It starts off. I love the start. I'm going to strangle you tonight. So catchy. It's good. Leather Jacket, Rubber Room, Inside Out, Every Night is an amazing song. Thrift Store Girl, A New Tomorrow. I mean, this is just an amazing album all the way through. Whenever I was listening to or doing my rankings, this didn't first show up in them. I'm like my first top 10 I submitted, and then I was like, oh, there's more.
I had
more
to
albums.
edit it. I had to edit your shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's more albums I need to listen to, and I listened to all the 2 or 3 other albums. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I listened to this one. I was like, no, sir, we have got to add Screeching Weasel in. So amazing album. A huge fan. I can't believe it's been this long for me to miss it.
Yeah, that's another band that I've been trying for years and years.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Teenage Bottle Rocket? Have you heard them?
Yes, I do like them. I haven't listened to a lot of full albums of theirs.
Okay, we're covering the Ramones on the show pretty soon because we asked Bill, like, do you want to hear, Ramones core bands? Because I want to get to Screeching Weasel. I want to get to Bottle Rocket because Ramones that's like my favorite genre of music, honestly. And Bill's like, no, we should do the Ramones first. So we're going to do the fucking Ramones. Then we're going to do Screeching Weasel.
Come on, we're going to be talking about the Ramones real soon here.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the Ramones on this video right here?
Damn right.
All right.
You gotta go first this time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said. I mean, I only have a few band tattoos, but Screeching Weasel is one of them. And this is probably my favorite Screeching Weasel record. That's not my favorite Propagandhi, not even a top 3 Propagandhi record for them.
Go check out our Propagandhi videos.
Which, yeah, we have covered them. It's my number 3.
All right, so...
Oh, wait.
Pause.
1, 2. Yeah, I fucked something up earlier. Sorry. It's my number 2.
Oh, shit.
Woohoo. So Nirvana still is in the grinder now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all, this is getting wild. This is getting a little scary.
It's getting a little wild and crazy. Remember that Nickelodeon show?
Uh-huh. Wild and crazy kids. All right, so let's cut through a little bit of chase. Let's go ahead and move it up above Bad Religion, and then let's make some decisions after that. Because we know this album's better than all these other things here. So my question is, this is what I've been fighting with for a week. Is Screeching Weasel better than Propagandhi's first album?
It's tough.
Because God, I love that Propagandhi album, and I've had more time with it. But does that make it the better album? See, because that's why I wanted Jason to go first. Because Screeching Weasel's going to meet Grinder almost assuredly at this point.
Almost.
Almost.
Not for sure though.
No, we don't have the lock in there, but
It's like, do you give Weasel a bye, or do you make sure Weasel and Propaganda both make it into the grinder?
yeah,
It's I struggle with the same thing.
I'm gonna put Weasel number 4 for the moment. I may mulligan this situation here. I've just had longer with that Propaganda album.
That's fair. And you don't know Weasel's catalog.
No,
Because you put
didn't
didn't you put Wiggle in the grinder?
me Wiggle.
Not Wiggle. My brain hurts. Hold on, let's scroll over here.
I might have. I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've already put some Weasel in the grinder.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't.
That's a great album.
So I had to put some fucking.
And actually, with that, Joe would give Nirvana a bye too.
Nirvana looks to be locked in.
Well, yeah, duh. It's fucking Nirvana. That's another band tattoo I have. All right. Bill, I guess.
I can go again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's my boy.
Snoop Dogg! Doggy style.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one.
This was an album I actually hadn't listened to the whole way through until, again, coming up with albums for this. And you know, it's a pretty goddamn good album.
This is for my bitches. This is for.
Oh,
I love this record.
Like, I don't know if there's really a bad song on this. Like, I'm not a big rap guy either. But if you have a hint that you might want to get into rap, highly recommend this album.
Oh man, it's straight up fucking G-Funk, like 93, like top tier G-Funk. It's like up there with the Chronic.
And so you got G-Funk intro and Gin and Juice. And the shit, isn't it?
Lottie Dottie, we likes to party.
Uh-huh.
Saying you also got Ain't No Fun and Chronic Relief. And Doggy Dog World.
Doggy Dog World. This is like white people rap at its peak.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still Snoop Dogg, so it's okay.
Yeah, this is like there ain't no better Snoop Dogg record than fucking Doggy Style. Like, that's it.
Yeah, this solid album the whole way through. I'll say that.
There may be better Snoop Lions. I don't know. I didn't listen to Snoop Lion.
Snoop Lion didn't last long.
He didn't last long. All right. Yeah, I'll get that. Should be your number one right there.
Oh. Can you hear Bill?
No.
Where do you think he's going to put this thing?
It's just fucking number one, man. He said, fuck Meatloaf. Snoop Dogg goes.
He's actually going to put Meatloaf number.
Yeah, he's just going to cover Meatloaf up right there.
Hello?
There he is.
Hey, there he is.
There we go. Not quite.
All right, Bill. I don't know when we lost you, but you're back now. Where are you putting Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, I really didn't comment a whole lot here. Let's just cut to the chase here. Better than Billy, Lenny, and Cheryl. Better than Cypress, which that's a good Cypress Hill album. I'll say that.
It ain't no fucking Doggy Style though.
Mm-mm.
Better than Cranberries, which that's a damn good Cranberries album.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I know no one else likes it, but it is better than that Dwight album.
I like it. Oh, I thought you know Cranberries. Oh shit!
I'm gonna slot it in right there at number 3, though.
Right behind Garth.
I don't
Doggy
think it's
style going in the
Guard.
grinder. Oh no, it could get knocked out. It could.
Yeah,
get knocked out.
we got a lock on Meatloaf and Garth at the moment.
Yep. That's a hell of a combination when you look at it.
Yep. It's no fucking triple hole though.
Yeah, it didn't.
All right, Tim.
Man, I've seen a double hole, but never a triple hole.
Yep. Yeah.
Not touching.
Not touching that one. I mean, this is our reminder to share us with your friends. The YouTube
Like and
algorithm
subscribe.
doesn't like us. Like and subscribe. Leave us your top 10 records down below.
We'd love to see it. And if Counting Crows is at number one, you're doing yourself an injustice.
Tell these guys why Meatloaf should be in the top 10.
Yeah, I don't think anybody watching this fucking likes Meatloaf.
Well,
They're probably like, "Where's our fucking Tim?" You know, we're watching this shit for Tim's
yeah,
picks.
Tim's the only one who knows anything.
All right.
Man, I can't wait for Tim to see this, though.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking laugh.
This was definitely on my honorable mentions.
That's a good segue. Tim's not here to talk shit about fucking Pearl Jam. I love Pearl Jam. I ain't sorry about it. Versus, if you notice, Pearl Jam's 10 didn't make it to the grinder because 10's not even a top 3 Pearl Jam record. Versus, however, though, is I fucking love this record. I remember when it came out. I had it on cassette. Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town is my number one Pearl Jam song. But every other fucking song on this it's a perfect fucking album. Stands the test of time. Still completely relevant. When I reach for Pearl Jam, there's 2 records I reach for. This is one of them. So, I love it. Anybody else got anything to add about this record?
This was definitely honorable mention territory for me, but I saw it was on your list, so think about it. As we're going forward, listening to Pearl Jam, I am starting to come into agreements with you as far as where 10's place is in their albums, because I always loved. I was like, 10's a great album. This is really good. And now as I'm listening to them further, I'm like, yeah, 10's still good.
It's a good album, but
yeah, it's just not the top of the heap like I thought it was for a long time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm in a lot of Pearl Jam groups because I had to advertise our review, and 10 is like arguably everyone's like, oh, 10. I'm just like, they do better.
it's a good thing. Is 10's a great album. It's
a
just
great record. It'd be a green record for sure if we rank them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's not top 3.
not if one.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do Pearl Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that, I love this record. WMA, Glorified G. My wife, she sings it glorified version of a pelican, and it cracks me up.
Now here's the question.
Oh yeah, well I'm not stuck here. It's going above that.
Greatest record of all time, down to number 4.
The greatest record of all time. That wasn't even your number one Counting Crows record.
That is my number 1 Counting Crows record. You keep thinking it's Recovering the Satellite, but that's yours.
All right. It's better than Weasel 2. It's going my number 2. I'm going trendy grunge, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, best 2 records in '93.
Into the grinder it goes.
And I know it's going to fight an uphill battle with votes because Tim hates Pearl Jam. Joe's going to have fucking bias because it not Counting Crows out. It's going to be uphill battle, Bill.
That's right.
You're going to have to listen to some verses.
Jason, every single one of my albums is an uphill battle. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe I'll get on that Meatloaf train if you get on that Pearl Jam train.
Pearl Jam's a train I can definitely get on. I'll say that.
Pearl Jam, it just depends on what it's going against. That one's a tougher sell to me than some of them coming up.
See, Bill, you and I don't have a pack. We got to make a pack. We got to have the food pack. Meatloaf and
All
Jam.
about that food.
Yeah, Meatloaf Jam. We got this. All right,
Tim, your pick.
Tim, what you got?
Hole?
Oh, it is.
Shout
Damn.
out Ed. Ed would support that pick. All right, what we got left here? I know mine's a random weird one.
I know mine's
mine's
well, you
random
know
weird
what
one.
mine is. All of us got well, so you guys got random ones, then I got a mainstream / not mainstream.
No, there ain't no mainstream about it.
All right, so nostalgia hit me hard when listening to these. I think the Bikini Kill album is better than this. I just want to say
Yeah.
that after I have had time to think of it. But while I was listening to this, nostalgia hit me hard, and I love Everclear, and I love Everclear in the '90s. Specifically, their like first 4 albums or something I really enjoy. After that, we kind of followed the train. So listening to this just put me right back in there. And really, the thing about this album is it doesn't really sound as much like Art Alexakis will kind of evolve into. His voice isn't as necessarily as clean, but really good. There are really good songs on here, specifically like Fire Maple Song, Malevolent, Sick and Tired's a good song. I really like that one. Nervous and Weird, I enjoy. Sparkle, apparently I don't have a note on, so I'm pretty sure I like that one. Evergleam. So all the songs on it pretty good. Not the best Everclear album by far, but it did hit me with a nice heavy dose of that nostalgia while listening to it.
Not a good debut record.
No, not the best debut record.
It sounds like shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with this record. It is a world of noise. It sounds like shit. To me, the songwriting, yeah, your Fire Maple Song, I think, was the top song contender for us.
Yes.
Nervous and Weird is a theme that runs through a lot of his records. So, I mean, it's there. It's just, it sounds like shit.
How they recorded this, and I even think I don't know if they remastered it or not, but if they did, it still, whatever I listened to still sounded terrible.
Yeah, they remastered it. It still sounds like shit. Like, there's no saving this. The way he recorded it was crazy.
Yeah. But for the record, Bikini Kill better than this.
Oh yeah, Pussy Whipped is a much better record than this.
I should have put that there, but we'd already edited one, so I didn't want to go through that one again. And I do like Everclear. Yeah, you ain't gotta go far. Everclear just going in that 10 spot.
Well then,
if it was Bikini Kill, they would probably move up to number 9.
Yeah, Bikini Kill's probably better than.
Good answer.
Yeah. All right, Tim. What's your number 1? Fuck me, didn't see that coming.
Surprise!
Hole.
Yeah,
So was that like is that bye to the championship?
Yeah, that it's like in the going to the number 2 round.
God damn. I wish I thought to do that with an album.
All right, my last pick was, again, it was the last minute, and I saw that it came out, and that's the Beavis and Butthead Experience. Have you guys heard this record? Have you heard this soundtrack?
No.
I
got you, babe.
Top song was on my top songs for Nirvana. I Hate Myself and Want to Die. You got fucking Anthrax. You got Megadeth. You have like really top tier fucking Chili Peppers on here doing an Iggy cover. You got fucking top tier Aerosmith. Deuces Are Wild. Plus you got Beavis and Butthead and Cher. And this whole fucking record is top tier.
Is that Metallica Search and Destroy or no? Metallica's not Search and Destroy.
No, that's Iggy.
Okay.
You got Sir Mix-a-Lot with Monster Mac.
The Cher, I Got You, Babe with Beavis and Butthead, like the video that they did.
Yeah, that's just fucking hilarious.
So good.
I smoked my first cigarette while listening to this album on cassette in my Walkman. Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
It is every time, trust me.
Saying that,
Number
number one, knocking Screeching Weasel out. Fuck, Ben Weasel would probably approve of that shit.
Yeah. That was great. It was a great soundtrack.
Oh shit, Propaganda's in the grinder. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than Flamin' Lips.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't put it above that J record. It's good, but it's kind of cheating because it's a soundtrack. Yeah, Propaganda's locked in.
Soundtracks aren't cheating. Don't worry.
Oh,
As we'll find out in '94.
He already had a soundtrack in there, didn't he?
Why Garth Brooks, or not Garth Brooks, George Strait's.
Oh,
Pure
yeah.
Country.
Well, that was a soundtrack. You're right.
It got kicked out, though, didn't it?
Yeah, by John Anderson. Well, essentially by
that's
John
right.
Anderson, it got kicked out.
John Anderson's a pervert on Facebook, just saying.
Oh my god. It's not actually John Anderson, you weirdo. But here we've
You
got
don't know. It
this
says John Anderson
gem.
real or something, right?
We've got this gem. So, when I was growing up, on my alarm clock, there were two things two and a half things I listened to when I went to bed. In between grades 7 and 10. The Brewers baseball game commentated by Bob Uecker, because God bless his voice. And one was the Ramones, Acid Eaters. And one was the Ramones live in New York City, I believe, was the other album. But I kind of just alternated them. Maybe a couple audiobooks here and there. Otherwise, I just listened to the album, start to finish on CD. Holy shit. You know, is this a cover-us album? Yes. But, did the Ramones add something to every single one of these songs to make it different enough? Yes. You guys can say what you want.
I have nothing on this one. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard this Ramones album.
When I was young, like, oh my gosh, like,
I don't think I've ever listened to
in
this.
Surf City, and every single one of these songs I remember going to bed listening to. I mean, we talk about nostalgia being a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Nostalgia is definitely a hell of a drug on this one for me. Like, starting with Journey of the Center of Mind, then ending on Surf City, those bookends with Ramones is something else.
Yeah.
I honestly think the voice for the Brewers, Bob Uecker, is probably a better listen. But I like baseball commentator.
I mean, I like the
voices.
CCR cover. They do a good CCR cover. And Somebody to Love, but I mean, it's the Ramones. Like, it's not even a top 5 Ramones record. Probably not even a top 10. But that's just me.
We are all allowed to our own opinions.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. I don't have an opinion. I cannot imagine listening to the Ramones
It's
saying,
not
"Have you ever
bad.
seen the rain?"
So I feel bad that I don't have. Say I didn't bring my CDs with here today, but again, this is one I listened to. This never made my 6 CD changer.
Mm-hmm.
But this was one I kept by my bed at night.
It's
listen
top.
to when I
It's
go to
top album art for the band.
Oh God, yeah.
Like,
Like
this is
this-
good Ramones album art.
Like, I love how just everything kind of melts down to the middle.
Yeah. There's a story
Hold
there.
on.
We'll be covering the Ramones here in the next couple weeks. Like, we are hyped. We are ready to go. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see the Ramones. You know, we did Mondo Bizarro a couple years ago. We talked about that one. And we'll talk about it when we get to the 80s and the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Ramones aren't going to leave this show anytime soon.
No, as big as they were, hell no.
I've never been a huge cover album.
That's the thing; it's a covers record, right? Like
that's my only like. Even bands I love, like I love Counting Crows. I'm gonna tell you, their cover album ain't gonna make it anywhere near top 10.
Fucking Ass Eaters is a better cover record than the Counting Crows.
So where to put it?
That's a good question.
Better than Billy Joel.
Huh?
Better than ye old Lenny.
I'll agree to that.
Better than Cheryl.
I'll agree to that.
I'm gonna put her above Cypress.
I'd probably agree with that.
God bless her vocals. I'm gonna put her above Cranberries, which by default I'd also put above Dwight.
Yeah. Because those two are the other way around.
Do I put it above Snoop Dogg?
I told you it's a wild bill.
That is my dilemma with this one.
He may be wild, but he's not dumb. He's not crazy. He knows the right answer to this.
It's going number one.
Do we have any G-Funk or rap album even in our beat grinder yet?
No, we got Body
Probably
Count,
not.
but it doesn't really count. Oh, we got Beastie Boys.
Oh, we do got Beasties. Yeah.
And we're gonna have Outkast.
Did we have Public Enemy?
No,
Did they got knocked out?
they didn't make it in.
But I mean, we don't got.
They'll make it in on the 80s, I'm sure.
Snoop D-O double G.
Not a lot of hip hop representation in the top 10 or in the grinder.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I love this Ramones album. It is a covers album, though.
That is
And
true.
I'm going to keep Doggy Style at number 3.
Okay.
And put Ramon, like, those, that is a coin flip for me between 3 and 4.
I got the same problem.
I could legitimately put Ramones into the meat grinder. Yes, it's a covers album, but god damn is it a good covers album.
My top 5, all of them are so good. I struggled right here with these 3.
Yep.
Well, these 4 actually. I struggled.
Yeah, thank God you've got Screeching Weasel in there. That's the only. That made it a little easier for me to make a decision between the two.
So Nirvana is the only one that gets a bye.
Mm-hmm.
Right now.
So far. Well, they may get 2. Actually, Nirvana is the only one who has an option to, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because Tim doesn't have anything else shared.
So it's 2 Nirvanas, 2 Weasels, 1 Garth, 1 Green Day, 1 Tori, 1 Slayer. But the decade is young. We're only at 93.
That's right.
Oh, 94 is going to be a wild ride.
And those are only the buys. The actual bracket for what's already in, which you can check out the full list at the end of this video and in the description down below. But we're getting an eclectic group here of albums.
You never know what I'm going to put in there.
Wild Card Bill got Weird Al, John Anderson, fucking Skid Row, Garth twice.
Metallica's
up in there.
I've got a lot of Nirvana in mine.
Yeah, you got 3 Nirvanas.
Mm-hmm.
And we still got Unplugged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get wild and crazy. It's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we got Tim. We'll see what Tim picks.
Besides Hole, he may just keep Hole.
He may.
Man, so that's it. So if we counted all these votes here, would it just be the top 3 going to the grinder? So just the second round bye, or would it be a bye here to the semis?
Well, it might be disqualified because it didn't come out in 1993. But
Yeah, we might throw a red flag on that one.
Red card.
I'm curious. That Dennis Leary's an interesting pick.
Uh-huh.
I know he loves Bloody Kisses, though, so I'm expecting that one. But stick around in this video. We're going to make Tim record his top 10 real quick, and we'll stick it in. And thank you for watching and liking and subscribing. And stick around. We're going to get to 94, hopefully before Halloween. We got some big discographies coming up. We got Aerosmith, we got Red Hot Chili Peppers, and we got the Ramones. Yeah, stick around for that. Be safe and make great decisions.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Listen to Meatloaf.
Don't do
Counting
that.
Crows the best band ever.
I won't do that.